Hello everyone. In this session we'll learn about functions. We'll try to understand all about the functions. That means as much is required for this year. What are the different categories of functions, how to use these categories of function in your program. This is what we'll discuss about. Now first, what is function? A function is a group of statements within a program, or you can say it's just simple part of your own function. That part which you can, as many times required, you can repeat in the same program. Or let us say it's the line of code that can be repeated even in the same program or in other programs, other files also is functions. There are three basic categories of the function, that is built-in function, user-defined function and modules. Built-in function, you already know, you have been using built-in functions. Last year also we did. Built-in functions are pre-defined functions in the library of your language. For example, len, that is length, input, type, max, min, all these are built-in functions. They are already in the library. Only you need to write the call of the function and you can get your work done. There is simply no need of importing or connecting any particular file with that. Now second is user-defined function. The user-defined functions are the functions which are designed by the programmer and can be invoked as many number of times needed in the program. The first line that you can see over here in user-defined function as an example, this is a function header. Def is a keyword that we use, area is a name of the function, and as you can see the parenthesis within that there are two variables x and y. These variables are called parameters. These variables are going to receive the value. After that the calculation or whatever the process is to be done under the function definition will be using these two variables. Third is a module. Now, so what is a module? See, Python has a very big library. There are packages, there are modules, but right now I will only explain you the part which is required for you. So for you the module is, you can say, one file with .py extension that can be used in another program which is again a .py extension file. So the program definition or the function definitions in one file, if you want, you can use in another file, and that we call a module. So everything will be clear to you. I'll show you practically how these built-in function, user-defined function and modules are being created. So I am coming back to the screen. That is my editor I am taking. This is our editor now. You can see the editor. Now first I will show you what are the built-in functions, how we can use and how we have been actually using built-in functions. Okay, let's take one example. I am writing a function that is, you're very familiar with that function. I am taking a variable that is a and I am writing int. This you have been doing last year also, so there is nothing new. Built-in functions are very easy ones, you will understand. See, enter value. What do you expect after this? You expect something to be an information given to the user, and the user is supposed to enter something. That is what a user built-in function. Int parenthesis, input parenthesis, both are your built-in functions. Fine, let's run. And I don't think we need to run it because you already know all these things. Okay, similarly it is taking a lot of time. Now similarly if you want, you can use few more types of, if you want to find the type of this variable, type is one built-in function, then typ, type is another built-in function, and type a, print the type of a, print, fine. Then I'll use one more, this is also one built-in function, that is max. If you try to find the maximum value among the values you have given, that is also possible. Okay, now I will run them all together. Can you see? Enter value. This is the code you're getting for your first built-in functions, and if I give one value here, four, it's going to show me I entered 4. Then the next function that we used is type a, means we want to find the type of the variable this a is, that it's telling us it's an integer value. Then we used a max function. So max function also, among the 3 values we have provided as argument to that function, is giving the largest value among the list. So this way your built-in functions are there. These are not required to be imported from anywhere. Okay, now I will explain you what is built-in user defined one. So we'll form one user defined function. Okay, fine. Here, so for this let's take any example. Just example of finding simple interest program. Let's see simple interest program, how we can form a user defined function of the simple interest program. Suppose without using any function, if you try the same program, what you have to do is you have to simply take the variables like this, and you can initialize. We are initializing right away here. PRR rate I am taking as 20%, then time I am taking to be 3 years, sorry, 3 years. Okay, and if I want answer here, that I can take the variable, or straight away I can print also SI. I am taking P into R into T upon 100. Fine. Better to enclose, which is actually Bodmas rule here, not required, but better to use like this. Fine, and I am printing the answer, that is my SI. This is an example without using function if you are doing this program. Okay, so this is save, and after save, now I will run. Nothing to explain in this part. This is something very easy. P into R into T upon 100, you are going to get the answer, and the answer will be printed. I'll show you how it is printed. Now see, the answer is printed. That is, you can see down there, you can see this is 1200 is the answer. Okay, that is simple interest. Now we'll try to introduce function in the same. I am starting, above lines are commented. So when you start defining your function, the first thing you do is use the keyword, that is DEF, which is a short form of definition. So DEF. Now keep a name of your function. I am taking it as function 1, parenthesis and colon. So colon is a part of the syntax when we define any function. Now this parenthesis is quite important. Under this parenthesis, we write the parameters. Parameters are nothing but the variables, and these variables are the acceptor of the value that we are going to send through the call of the function. So they will accept the value. Instead of p, r and t, I can take any variable. So I am taking x, y and z. So x, y, z are going to accept the value of p, r and t. Now what actually we will be doing here is, we'll just copy this. Okay, and now I am putting this code. And I'm keeping this inside the return. Because I want to return the answer back. Okay, and here I am writing function call, function 1, and I am providing the values which are required for the calculation. After that, now see what changes did we do. We had SI equal to P into R into T upon 100, the calculation. Now what we did is, we extracted the calculation and we kept it in the definition. So, and definition is DEF function 1 x, y, z, return the calculation. So the answer is going to come back. Where will your answer go? Your answer will go again in the same place, that is in the variable SI, and SI will be printed. Why is this happening here? So why is it happening here is because the value of P, R and T here are arguments. These P, R and T are taking the value above to the function definition, and x, y, z. I did a mistake. Just 1 minute. So the name there is changed. I cannot take the same name x, y and z. Fine. Now I will save and run it again. Now see the answer, that is 1200. Okay, you know why you got the 1200 in the above also, where actually I should not use P, R and T, because this is particular. There was no error, because this comes to local scope and global scope. This is also what we will discuss later on. But if you have taken parameters, you should use the same variable. But if you are using P and R T, the answer will come. This is the beauty of the Python. Okay, that is a global scope. Though this particular P, R and T are not the part of this particular section, but still if I use them here, they were giving the answer, or they were accessible, all because this is a local scope and that is a global one. Your Python first look the variable inside the global local scope. If it is not available there, then it goes into the global and find the variable and send you the answer. So have you understood now? This is your user defined function. Very simple method. That is, two things are required. Definition is to be written, call is to be written. Your call has within parentheses the variable, they are arguments, and your functions have the variables, they are called parameters. Arguments are to be given the value and parameter used to receive the value. So this is what user defined function. Okay, now the next thing is, that is your modules. So now we'll discuss what are modules. To explain modules, I have just made a file, that is C. This is a normal program. Find area .py is my file. What am I writing here is, I am writing DEF, that is the function definition. You know now, this is the way of writing a function definition. So DEF rectangle, name of my function, 2 parameter x and y, return x and y. DEF square, single, because for square calculation we need one dimension only, that is side. So x, return x into x. DEF circle, take radius and multiply it twice by r square, or 3.14 into r into r. So here in this file we are only keeping 3 function definition. We are not using here anything else, means we are not taking main, we are not taking variable inputs, we are not passing variables, nothing we are doing. Okay, so where actually we'll do this is our module. Module is collection of function definitions that further later on, if in any other program, if we require to find area of rectangle, square, circle, we can, as per the use in that program, import the file that is findarea.py and import a particular function definition to do the work. See how we can do that. I'll show you this. Import area.py is my another file. Previous file is find area. Import find area. So this is the file where I have 3 definitions of different shape areas I am connecting or importing to this particular file, and I am writing print find area dot rectangle. There were 3 definitions, so I am taking the first one and I am providing with the arguments also, that is the fixed arguments I am giving 3 and 7. So this 3 and 7 will go in the file find area first in find area, and then we'll go to the function definition of rectangle, get copied there 3 and 7, and your answer will come back. Just wait. See, can you see the answer? That is 21. Okay, 3 and 7. Similarly, if you want, you can use or call other definition functions also here. Always you have to mention the particular file name. Dot circle, and inside that I am giving 6. Can you see answer 21 coming again because it is written? So this is the way a module is being made, and this is the way we connect. So what have we learned in this session is there are 3 categories of function. Built-in functions are already there in the library of Python, and we can use them without importing. Then we have user defined functions. So if we want, we can form our own function that will help in doing the work repeatedly if needed in the program without writing the certain code again and again. Same way, but this is what I am talking about, the same file. But suppose you have already prepared a function which is in another file, and now you want to use it in the second file. This is something, a process is importing, and for this we have to create module. So what we do in this reference is we create a file with .py extension, keep all the required definition for a particular work or a task, and whenever there is a need in other program, we simply import that file and import a particular function that we need at that time. This is module. Thank you so much.